Hello. How is everybody today? Happy Saturday. At least for me, it's a Saturday. I hope that you're all having a good weekend. It is a long weekend here. And since it was my every other Friday that I take off, I got a 4-day weekend. So that's nice. I like it. But hopefully you're all having a good time. Elixir, thank you so very, very much for the resubscription of 30 months. That's ticking up there towards that whole like 36-month number, which would, be 3 freaking years. Which is hard to believe, but yeah, that's it's headed there, I think. I know. Yeah, it's actually 2.5 years already. Wow. My brain had not done that calculation. I recognized that it was 6 months until 3 years, but that didn't naturally progress to, oh, that's 2.5 years. I don't math. It's okay. I don't have to math. Hi, Phoenix 4. Welcome. We are today actually doing more gameplay of what is math really? Yeah, no, that's not what we're playing, but sorry. We're gonna play some more Worlds of Ultima, the Savage Empire, which is the first of 2 spin-off games. They're technically in the Ultima universe, but they're not main story games. And the second one, Martian Dreams, was the whole reason I started playing the Ultima games on stream in the first place. Because I started it as a kid, I never finished it, and I wanted to play it, and decided that I was gonna do all the Ultima games, at least up through Martian Dreams. So we're close now, which of course means that I'm gonna end up getting really impatient with this game, aren't I? I will try to control that. But yeah, so that is the plan today. And also, I don't know how I do this every time. I adjust the camera so that it's at the right height, and then between adjusting it and actually getting to the chatting scene, I don't know. I know, it's really I am words. It's exciting. It's taken 2.5 years to get this far. Ultima 6 took forever. It was a good game. It just took me forever. And there was some frustration in some of the early ones, but so far what we've played of the Savage Empire has been better than I expected. It's been fun. I worried based on the game art and indigenous cultures, but so far it hasn't been as bad as I was scared that it might be. It's 1990, so the concept of not pure cultures, because they wouldn't be, because they've all been in this, honestly, they've all been in this small valley. They should all be one homogenous culture by now, but the concept of all of these different tribes that still retain some of their identity, but then there's some universal identity for the entire valley. And then of course there's dinosaurs, and essentially there's Silurians, because there's a walking, talking, I forget what they're called in this game, but walking, talking lizard race, and a race of intelligent ants. So I'm excited to see where it goes. We have not gone terribly far. We have fought our first dinosaur. Yeah. And the plan is that tomorrow I should be on with Mass Effect Andromeda again. And Monday would be more Outer Wilds. But no Wednesday streams coming up for a couple of weeks. Until the end of July, I'm taking a break on that one. Which frees up a bunch of time at work. So yeah, that's what I have going on. And I think we should probably maybe get into the game. I don't remember exactly where we left off, but does anybody, do you all have things going on? Do you all have things that you want to share? I'm happy to hear what people have happening. I enjoy it. So I'm gonna put us over here, but definitely post something if you feel like sharing. Oh, yeah. I should maybe make it so that the game music can be heard, huh? All right. I should also glance at the notes to see what the heck am I doing? Oh yeah. So I have some notes about like how to navigate to the different places. Quests. Main quest, unite all the tribes. We have to rescue Aila. And we need to bring 10 Nahuatl swords and ask Chief Apaton about Unite. So we picked up 2. And then build the Great Drum. Okay. Find Aila, Rafkin, and Jimmy as soon as possible. Oh, right. I think we were talking to Rafkin when we ended last week. So I have a broken basement, which has kept me away from my own Ultima stuff. But I'm home today fixing basement, which is why I get to watch stream today. Oh gosh, a broken basement sounds not fun. Hopefully it's not a huge issue to fix it. Yeah, good luck with that. I have never had a basement. But yeah, that doesn't sound fun. We didn't have a basement in the house I grew up in, and I have not lived in a house since moving out on my own. Right. Rafkin is somewhere in here. So we were talking to him. Maybe he's not in here anymore? Wait, oh, there he is. I was like, I know he's here. You see a stooped 50-ish man who looks like a professor. My recent experience is that basements suck. So yeah, good job steering clear of them. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to a basement because that would imply that I have a house, which would be kind of nice as opposed to constantly living in apartments. But houses also require you to do your own maintenance or hire people to come in and do it for you. And yeah. Also, they cost a lot of money. Hey, Okan. It's good to see you again. I had heard you were still alive, but I didn't know where you were. I see you haven't managed to find Jimmy or Aila yet. That really should be one of our first priorities, you know. Now that you're here, it might be helpful to find the lab. There are several things there which will be very useful to us. It must be fairly close to the Kurak village. While I've been waiting for you to show up, I haven't been wasting my time here. in addition to my researches on these primitive cultures, they're not primitive. They are well-established, robust cultures. I have also been thinking about ways to make some primitive weapons, less advanced. Not primitive. Primitive is, I don't know, primitive has a negative connotation to it. They're less advanced weapons. Oh, hi, Hannah. The housing market is great if you want to sell a house right now. Yes. And we are at the point where what we had managed to put into savings has gone away because of the rise in grocery prices. So we've had to dip into savings just for groceries on a fairly regular basis. And now we just found out that it's going to cost $2,000 to fix the air conditioner in one of our cars. The car that we were using as our primary car, because it is a hybrid. So we weren't planning on that, and we don't have that at the moment. So that's the priority right now, is figure out how to set aside money from each paycheck to put together the amount that we need to fix the air conditioner in the car. Because the compressor went, and it's like a $1,700 part. So yeah, I didn't even see a for sale sign up at a place across from me before it was a for sale under contract. You know, I've been passing by a house every day on the way to work that has been for sale. I think they had it had switched from for sale to like I forget what the status was, but it might have been under contract or something like that, but then that went away and it's just for sale again. The problem with it is I don't know who would buy it or whether there are restrictions on who can, because it's basically on campus. And all of the buildings around it are either Virginia Tech campus buildings or some sort of like organization that is directly supporting campus, or it's a little too close to campus to have been like a fraternity house. Now you have to look it up. It's on Odie. So yeah, it's on Odie Street. Where's my cursor? There we go. I do hope it won't prove necessary, but if it should, ask me about bombs and rifles sometime. We've already asked him about bombs and rifles. We still need to ask about tar, hard, strip, gunpowder, bamboo, and lab, which were all keywords of Rafkin's. Tar. I suspect that it'll be some sort of organization that supports campus, or like a fraternity or something that buys the house. I don't see it as a house that somebody would just buy to live in. It's just where it's positioned is not an attractive place to live, especially because, oh yeah. Yeah, so not surprised that it's 1.1 million. It is not. I haven't been inside it. There is no way that if it was not located where it is, it would be 1.1 million. It's not worth 1.1 million as a house. That price is totally because of location. I hadn't even looked it up because I was like, there's no way. Although, it'd be like a 10-minute walk to work. Any tar found in this land will undoubtedly be extremely hot. I would recommend collecting it in a metal container of some kind. A bucket, perhaps. Interesting. Let's add that to world notes. Yeah. Tar will be hot. No, I don't need that part. Collect in a metal container bucket. Some delightful red carpeting and an outdated kitchen. Yeah. I forget what was there before. I think it was... one of the Jewish organizations. I mean, Hillel's on the other side of campus. I forget what it was called, but I think it was that one. Priciest house currently on the market in the town you work in is $949,500. It's mostly that price because it's on 5 acres of land. Ooh, there's a murder basement. Lovely. Speaking of the horror of basements. Oh boy. All right, so we asked about tar. Hard. You will need a hard clay pot to make grenades. That's simple to accomplish. If you can't find a hard clay pot, find a soft one and place it in a kiln for a while. We're starting to get crafting mechanics, which I understand. I just get frustrated with. Because I'm like, can't you just give me the thing? Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. Goody. Strip. This conversation. I just said to a 50-ish something professor man, strip. I said tar, hard, strip. Oh my. Friends of mine showed me a house on Zillow that's in Nebraska, and it has some very interesting color choices and basically a D&D basement. Like, just build an entire D&D level there. You could have at least 3 tables running games. That would be amazing. 6-bedroom, 2-bathroom, a wood-paneled rec room in the basement. Looks like a dream home. Yeah, it can't be a dream home. Not for me, because that thing has got to have been built. Yeah, okay. I want to say it was probably sometime between the 50s and the 70s. Very Curse of Strahd leaning with its color choices. 1914. Oh gosh, it's older than I thought. Just from the exterior, I had assumed... Well, honestly, now that I stop and think, it would have had to have been before the 50s. Because if it had been built... So if it had been built in the 50s, it would be much smaller. Wow. I'm curious. I'm trying to think what was there in 1914. I think the pool would have been across, like directly across from it. Or, well, diagonally across from it. It was originally owned by a town mayor. Wow. I wonder what the history is of a lot of the houses. So because there are a lot of houses like near campus that are like fraternity houses or organizations or things like that. Um, they're probably all roughly the same, like historic homes that have now become like businessy type places. But yeah, I think they had an offer on it, and whatever offer it was fell through. Um, but also, like, even if I had that kind of money, I wouldn't want to live there because on football game days, it would just be really annoying to live that close to campus. It'd be a good Airbnb. That's true. Like it'd be a good Airbnb for sure. Um, you could charge a lot for that. You could also charge to let people park on your lawn. I had to look up the house you're talking about. Oh wow, you found it? Red carpet is about what was in the basement in the Nebraska house. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to look at it later. Um, all right, I'm gonna stop. Oh yes, yes, a strip of cloth. You'll probably need a knife or scissors to cut one from a sheet of cloth. Oh geez. Apparently, crafting is going to be a thing. Cut one from a sheet with knife or scissors. I think the Nebraska house had a slightly darker red carpet, but they also made some interesting color choices throughout the house. The one in Virginia has better colors. The house I grew up in, the people who owned it before us, one of them was a designer wallpaper salesman. And all of the rooms had 70s designer wallpaper in them. And they were all very bold color-wise. And so the first bedroom that I had in Virginia, that was shared with, I think at first it was shared with all three of us, but then it was just me and my younger brother. Blue carpet, blue walls. I think the ceiling was white, but it might have been blue when we moved in. I don't know. I know the master had burgundy carpet. The living room had green carpet. The dining room had, I think it was dark blue wallpaper. And honestly, that was there most of the time we lived there. Like all of the wallpaper and the wood paneling and all that stuff. By the time we moved out, it was mostly gone, but most of the time I was growing up, it was there. It was not great. But did you have red sinks in the back? We did not. Although I did look at an apartment in Minnesota, or no. Yeah. When we were looking for an apartment in Minnesota, we looked at a place that had, you know, the 1970s green color, like that was used for like kitchen appliances and stuff like that. All of the bathroom fixtures were that color green. Yeah, the avocado green. The toilet, the sink, the bathtub, all of them were that avocado green. The apartment might have been okay otherwise, but there was no way. You can't point fingers. I grew up with red carpet on most of the first floor of our house until I was in like middle school, and mom restored it to hardwood. There was a lot of removal of carpets that I recall. Like, and then, of course, now I live in a carpeted apartment. Carpets in an apartment make sense because they help to dampen the sound between floors. But ours is kind of sad and could use a replace. But the only way to get a replacement of the carpet, like, they won't replace it until we move out. So, sorry. I have gotten really distracted from the game. I'm gonna you can keep chatting. I'm gonna finish talking to Rafkin. Gunpowder. He makes a series of noises. You want instructions on making gunpowder? First, you'll need some saltpeter. Yes. Well, it's simple enough. You'll need a quantity of charcoal, a quantity of potassium nitrate, and a quantity of sulfur. Ooh. I can't remember what saltpeter is. I think it's potassium nitrate with the sulfur, but I'm not sure. Charcoal. I would have to look it up, and I'm not gonna do that right now. Potassium, sulfur. Put all those things in a mortar or grinding stone and grind them into gunpowder. And grind them into powder. Gunpowder, that is. Sulfur. Place in mortar or grinding stone. Now you're distracted looking at houses. I should play. I should go back to playing House Flipper sometime, because that's the only way I'm gonna get to decorate a house. I finished the main campaign of Power Wash Simulator, and I'm doing Lara Croft campaign right now. Yes, you get to clean Croft Manor. The level I'm on in the game right now is cleaning her treasure room. It's a surprisingly fun game. He has a lot of keyword, but he's got hard, strip, and grinding as keywords. Someone finally bought the house in Nebraska. I really hope they update everything. I'd forgotten that not only is it red carpet in the basement, also red walls with dark woodwork. What? That's the design sensibility that the house I grew up in had. Before my dad started working on it. But also, no. Bamboo. Ask the Nahuatl tribesmen where to find some. Back up to these notes. Bamboo. Ask the Nahuatl where to find. Lab. Yes, there are many useful things there. I'm sure that it is somewhere south or southeast of the Kurak village. The red isn't as bad as the 2 shades of green carpet and in one of the rooms with white, green, and orange wallpaper. What? Oh, let's not do the time warp again. Kiln. A large oven used for baking soft clay pot. I mean, a kiln is used for more than that, but okay. Charcoal. The best way to get charcoal would be to burn a branch with a campfire or fire pit. In previous games, all of these would have been things that you just find. No, you can only use a kiln for pot. Just discovered that I can share links of the pictures without giving away any other info. Oh, feel free to share. I'm a little frightened, but oh boy. It can't be worse than like 70s dinner party Twitter. Burn a branch with a campfire or fire pit. So many keywords. Charcoal. Potassium nitrate. Potassium nitrate, also called saltpeter. Thank you. There was a bottle of it back at my laboratory. I'm sure that laboratory is just going to be the same as lab, but it showed up as a keyword, so in the lab. Chances are good that most caves will have crystalline deposits as well. Ooh, okay. And in most caves. Oops, same link twice. That's okay. Sulfur, spelled the British way. You'll probably find sulfur pits in the vicinity of volcanoes. You'll need a wire screen of some kind of extract of some kind to extract usable sulfur. Also, this is exactly how I would have spelled sulfur. I didn't realize that the Americans spell it with an F until I typed it in with the PH into the notes and it marked it as misspelled. Around volcanoes. I mean, I would have looked there for it anyway. Gather with a wire screen. I'm hoping you have that in the lab too. RTE Studios is rating Party of 5. Now, whoa, that was a show from the 90s, wasn't it? Party of 5. Hello. Hi, RTE Studios. Hi, Leia Sky. How are you today? How was the game? Drops out of hyperspace into chat. We have been talking about poor design choices in houses that are for sale. And it's been frightening. Because, oh boy, a lot of 1970s. We just arrived from a galaxy far, far away. Was it a long time ago as well? I mean, the red sinks just help to hide the blood. And yes, thank you, whoever tossed the shout out in there. If anybody's here who's not following RTE Studios, you should, because they're amazing people, and they're they've been playing some Star Wars, which Star Wars is a fun game. Which Star Wars are you playing? I assume the Fantasy Flight, but which one? Age of Rebellion, Edge of Empire, or off the top of my head, I can't remember what the other one is. A year? Leia Sky, thank you so much for the resubscription. It's always fun when people come by and say hi, and especially when you've it's been a whole year. Okay. Sorry, I just read what the game said. I was asking about mortar. A mortar? You know, a bowl used for grinding raw materials down into powder, not something for lobbing shells at the enemy. I had one back at the lab. Oh, you're playing Star Wars 5e? I didn't even know that existed. That sounds amazing. More questionable choices in that house, but I think... Thank you, Hannah. Lab. I should glance at these things. You shared the links. Oh my. The green carpet with the orange flower wallpaper. And the popcorn ceiling. And is that wall painted like pale yellow? That's horrible. I'm looking at the red spiral staircase. That was a very bold and intentional choice. It's actually not bad. It's just most people wouldn't want it. But it is very, like, if you were building a set for like Ren Fair or something like that, that is the right design sensibility. I'm not sure the stairs need to be red, but I suppose red would be easier to walk up and down than black stairs. So, and yeah, and that I guess continues into the basement. So yeah, it certainly feels like the basement was specifically designed for something. But it has that sort of like, I see why you called it like a D&D basement. Because it would certainly be appropriate for that. But yeah, the bathroom with the red sinks is a no-go for me. But that is definitely the kind of designer wallpaper that was in the house where I grew up. Wow. The staircase goes to the basement, yeah. It sounds like a staircase you don't want to take laundry down. Oh, wow. Yeah, if you want to see what I was reacting to, those links are there in the chat. And boy, those are some decisions that were made. The laundry room is all yellow. You didn't even get to the teal carpet / wall and teal wallpaper in the living. Oh, golly. The red might have been the best thing in the place. Grinding. A grinding stone or grindstone. You can find them by the dozens in indigenous villages, native villages. Native's not a word that has to be avoided. Find in villages. Branch. Pull one from a tree. I'm sure you can pull branches from almost any tree. Yeah, same as for lab. Playing retro games means sometimes encountering terms or representations that aren't great. Yeah. The house overall has great potential because it's a neat house. Just needs some better color options. Yeah. And like bold choices, if that was a, I was thinking specifically of the red. Bold color choices, if that was their aesthetic or fit the purpose that that room was going to be used for, it wasn't bad. It was well designed. It was just not what most people would want. The others that you shared the photos of would they felt dated. The the basement felt designed, where the others felt dated, if that makes sense. Thank you for the stretch, posture, and hydrate. Redeems elixir. I can always use those. Sorry. I had to just lean over and glance. Apparently, Sam's charity stream, they've hit $6,999.69. Which is just amazing. Yeah, they got the nice. I'm happy the nice has remained. Okay. Screen is the last keyword I have for him. This conversation has taken forever, but that's because I've been sort of paying attention to it. And I apologize for being quite distractible. This stream starts at about the time that my ADHD meds seem to wear off for the day. So, let's see, screen. It would have to be fairly tough. It would have to be fairly tough wire screen. I think there was some back at the lab that would work. Yeah, that's what I expected. $20K Noir will... Dice are not food. Don't eat dice. Also, hi, Shadows. It's good to see you. 20K, Sam GM's a game. And I heard something about 20K on a Tarrasque. All right, Rafkin. Join me. Oh, are we going somewhere? He looks delighted. Well, certainly I've been here long enough. That's right. Plumb my brains and then ignore me. Rafkin is part of the party. All I heard was eat dice. Don't eat dice. Dice not food. Unless they have been crafted from food products in a dice mold. Like a gelatin. They're kitchen products to make edible dice. 20K in a Tarrasque is my D&D band name. Yes, candy dice or ice dice. Ice dice. Made from actual ice. Or I've definitely seen like gummy dice. Personally, I wouldn't want to eat them after rolling them, but... Hey there, Rafkin. Rafkin has nothing. Rafkin started with nothing. He's got a stick next to him. Let's get that stick. Chocolate dice. I have molds for ice that I think I could use. Could also use for chocolate. Yeah. If there's silicone molds, you should be able to definitely. Are these going to be, what are these? Potatoes or something? Oh, no, that's the chocolate. Oh, so these are the reagents. Grab some meat. Look to there. A bottle of liquor. Might as well grab that. Ooh, get the cloth too. Ooh, a pouch. And it had stuffs in it, like a metal hammer, scissors, a vine, and a knife. I have a knife. I want to do a game with candy dice and just eat one after it rolls badly and tell no one I have shadows. That would be very mischiefy. The chaos that would bring. Excellent. Let's go ahead and put the hammer, the scissors, the vine. Stick the cloth in there. What is that? Oh, that's the bottle of liquor. We'll give him a stick. Hope you're good with a stick, Rafkin. The ultimate dice jail. Okay. Make sure the other dice are watching when you eat the bad ones. Scare them into performing well. Yes. Wait, what? No, no, no. No attack. Move. There. Okay. Right. I forget. I think we went everywhere in the village. And if so, our next stop really should be the lab, honestly. But we should go pick up Jimmy, which means we have to go to the Disqueaquee, far south of the Kurak village. We have to find the Nawatla village before we get there. I feel like maybe we should find the Kurak village. So the Kurak are there. We're over here at the Yalaru. We follow the road back up. So south or southeast. So somewhere between here and the Kurak village is where the lab ended up. So come on up to the lab and see what's on the slab. I appreciate where your brain went. I can't get the tree? Darn. Yeah, I think we've talked to everybody here. So if I'm going to find the lab, which I think is what I think that's the right move right now. Find the lab. Don't get attacked by dinosaurs along the way. My preference, at least. Wait, you see where my brain went? Do tell, I've been looking for it all day. Sorry, I have poor working memory, so I've already forgotten. You see a lean, cautious native. What does warrior from beyond want? Name? Kolia. Kolia, I see. Let me find out what you're all about, Kolia. Also, have we already spoken to Kolia? I don't think so. We have not. road between Kurak and Yolaru is where we found him. I'm not actually loving my notes at the moment. And first off, I liked the idea of the font I was using. I didn't like it in practice quite as much. And I forgot I'm supposed to zoom in for y'all. That should be better. All right, Kolia, what's your job? Kolia is warrior and gatherer of food, as are all Yolaru. All right, we're just gonna say Yolaru because Kolia is member of Yolaru tribe. There are many other tribes. There are many tribes in Valley. Kolia's tribe is Yolaru. Nearby are Kurak and Disquiqui, pale skins, and Nawatla with skin like copper. Farther away, Urali, Pindiro, Barab, Barako, Jukari, Akur, ugly men. Sakra, lizards who walk like men. Do not know much about these tribes. I'm not going to ask him about all of them because I don't know why I would. He can't tell me about his tribe, apparently. He says to ask the Schweitzer, who's standing there right next to us. I will test one of them, just to see if he gives me anything I didn't already know. Whoops. But otherwise, without a specific thing to ask him, we might not spend much time here. Disquiqui. Stupid tribe. Drink, sing all time. Find Disquiqui? Go to City of Stone, where Nawatla live. Take path south to Foot of Cliff. Go west. Find Disquiqui there. Nawatla call their stone city Tichtikatl. 1 day's travel south of Yolaru village. Yep, great, thanks, bye. Farewell, watch out for great lizards. Yeah, I've already fought great lizards once. It was startling because honestly, it wasn't too bad. I just forgot to activate the battle. So I fought it by myself. These dead tree, give me branch. Attack, dead tree. It said you could get branches from almost any tree. Apparently, I don't have an easy way to do that. I don't have an axe, do I? Nope. I have no axe to grind. All right. Yes, I am off-roading it because I'm looking for this lab. I gotta see what's on the slab. I don't know if people have seen Strange New Worlds. I will not be spoiling it, but the first episode of season 2 of Strange New Worlds was excellent. The first season of Strange New Worlds was excellent, so I was hopeful, but they came out strong for their first episode in this new season, and I am excited for more because it's my favorite Star Trek now. You see floor plate? Save game. Step on floor plate. Ooh. So I have apparently teleported somewhere. Um, who knew the valley had a travel hub? I don't recall seeing that on the map. There's a there's a travel hub. Um, okay. Hello, notes. Uh, I've done it again. I've done silly. Update. I need this. No. Have I not done it? Heading to? Okay, whatever. Travel hub. What do I want to call these? So we've got upper left, upper right. All right, top left, top right. No, I don't think that works for me. North 1, north 2. I could do like clock positions. So I think it'd be like midnight and I don't know, like 2, 4, 5, 7. 8, 9, and 11. I'm trying to figure out, I don't have to do it that way. Do this. X1. X2, XN. Okay, that XA, XB, yeah. And then X, 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 C. I need this to be in a font that is there. D, E, F, G, H. All right. That will allow me to like label them, right? I hope. A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. So we came through and arrived at C from near what we were northwest of Yolaru. Question is, will it take us back to where we were? I suspect that it has, but I don't really know. It looks familiar. So where do the other ones go? This one seems broken. All right, I'm near water at the top of a cliff. Um, we could be just north of the Baracco. Village. That's my guess. So if I head south, we might find the Baracco village. And there's a river. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're just north of the Baracco village. This is really neat. I was not expecting. I mean, this is basically equivalent to the moon gates, right? Um, but I didn't know that. I don't remember any mention of teleportation gate. I also don't think I have any way to cross this river yet. There's got to be a ford somewhere. I think we're approaching towards Pindiro now. And Pindiro now. I don't know for certain though, because I don't know where the heck we are. Huh. Yeah, without some sort of water transport, I'm sort of stuck on this island. Well, I can go back through the through the teleporter. Totally unexpected. At least by me. Dead tree. Huh. I need to get back to the teleporter now because I don't want to be lost forever. All right, I'm going to stick that in the notes as island. Possibly near Barako. All right. Well, let's keep trying. I was looking for the lab, but I got distracted. All right. We've pad A takes us to that island. Pad B is broken. Pad C takes us back to where we first entered this. So pad D. Stuck us in a place that I have no clues as to where we might be. Let's strike out north and see what we find. Ooh, road. There is a road just north of it. East-West Road. I'm gonna go east. East and then north. Where are we? Hello, place. Use door. Wait, this is stone walls. Stone tiles. This is Titchticadl. I have found the transport network. Okay, I'm going back and I'm gonna keep testing the network to see where all it goes, but this is good to know. I'm so excited. Okay, let's continue mapping. Okay. We went north last time. Let's try it again. Hello, ladder. Why is there a ladder? Huh. Interesting. Doesn't seem to be much north of it, at least not nearby. And I kind of feel like it would be nearby. Don't know for certain, though. Let's try south. Or west. Yay, the sun is coming up. All right, we are on another island. Once on this island. Ooh, hello. Oh, this is the thing I do in Ultimate games is I get lost. Hello. Who might you be? 40. It is a blonde man. You see a strong-looking warrior with a lost look in his eyes. Well, that doesn't help me. I don't want you to be lost. I wanted you to tell me where I am. Fine. Heather doesn't know you. Is that your name? Heather doesn't know his name. Are you serious? Right at this moment? Triolo speaks up. Pever was once the greatest warrior of the Jukari. The songs speak of Pever and his friend Docre fighting the Myrmidex. Pever's mind was taken by the Myrmidex. I see. Once the greatest warrior of the Jukari, he and his friend Decray fought the Myrmidex. And that is going to be a keyword. No, don't go away. Talk to Pever. Pever still doesn't know you. Job. Pever has important task. Pever must... His eyes wander a bit. Pever does not remember. Tribe. Pever used to fight tribe. Pever has killed many tribe. Jukari. Pever used to fight Jukari. Pever has killed many Jukari. I'm sorry, what? Myrmidex? Myrmidex. Myrmidex? Myrmidex! His eyes grow wide. Pever hates Myrmidex. Pever kills Myrmidex. His eyes roll around, and then focus on you. Pever sees a Myrmidex. I'm sorry, what? No, don't hurt me. I don't want to kill him. Come on, guy. I am saddened by the death of Pever. He didn't even have anything on him. Man critical. Man killed. Yeah, I didn't even, say his name. I'm just out exploring. We're wearing the same shirt today. Yay! It's a good shirt. I'm totally gonna get lost. That's I keep running into people, and then one of them fainted dead away, and then now this one I ended up killing, and I didn't want to kill him. But he decided to attack me all because I used a keyword and asked him a question. I do not know what road I'm on. I'm totally gonna lose the teleportation network because I think I went the wrong direction. Oh, there's a fork in this road. It continues west. Or goes up. I think if I go up, based on glancing at the map, I think this will be the Disquequi village? No. No. I think... Oh, it does make sense that we were down... Yeah, that's Chichikatl. Okay. So that one brought us out down near the Jukari village. You hear something to the southeast. I really am... Oh, geez. No, don't break off combat. Be in combat. Kill the snake. There's a snake in your midst. Get the spear? Did I throw the spear? Not that that's inconceivable, but I did. I guess I've only been attacking with the spear from close up. What is that? I don't remember. Oh yes, I'm wearing a flower lei. Sadly, I cannot equip the skillet. Let me use the skillet as a weapon, game. All right. Now I have to try and find where the where was the teleporter? It was down here. And then yeah, no, I think it was that ladder. Now we see how much I remember of the things I was just doing. Not always a straightforward endeavor for me. Yeah, I think that's actually the ladder that we went up before. There. Come on, keys. And we came down this ladder. I think it was around over here somewhere. Well, I don't know. Oh. I did it bad. That's what happened. I did it bad. A Stegosaurus. Aw, it doesn't want to talk to me. When I went exploring to try and find where the teleporter brought us out, I went the wrong direction. I needed to go south. What is... Okay. Why the change in music? Game? What is that musical cue about? Please? Alright, so E is north of Jakari. I guess that musical cue was nothing? Oh, right. North of Jakari, but it's not as simple as... Shoot, where was the ladder? I always get super lost in these games. But I did successfully navigate back to the teleporter. Huzzah! All right, next. All right, I see a pond. Musical cue equivalent of the DM rolling the 5 for no obvious reason. Uh-huh. Right now I'm comparing my notes on the travel hub against the map. So C was near the Yolaru. A was near the Barako, possibly. D was Titchacatl. Oh, wait, no, E was Titchacatl. I did this backwards. Or I didn't do it backwards, I just, I wasn't paying attention to what I had labeled them. There. A, B. B is inactive. C was northwest of Yolaru. D we haven't tried yet. E was south of Titchacatl. H was north of the Jakari village. G, I'm gonna guess that G is gonna be the Disqueaquee. And then F is gonna be Barab. And D would be Kurak. And that Pindiro is the one that's not active. But that's entirely a guess, and I won't know till I try. So, but if I expect that this is Disqueaquee, I should find water fairly quickly any direction I go. I found a road. Well, this feels familiar. All right, we'll go east. That's what we did before. Well, it is the Disqueaquee village, so my guess as to where it would take us was correct. It's Jimmy Malone! The first window I glanced through. It's Ace reporter Jimmy Malone. I'm honestly slightly surprised. Okay. Look, you see a reporter. You see a lanky, sharp-eyed man in his mid-20s. Hey, Ayakon! Go around inside and unlock this door and let me out of here. I have apparently forgotten how to do a mid-Atlantic accent, which is the one I had been using for him. I don't need to put that in there, but yeah, my brain, I can't even think of how I will try, but the moment it's just not, it's not occurring. Oh gosh, a hat trick. Herb, do you have an idea of a hat you would like? I can also attempt to show some of them. But dealer's choice. Okay. Yeah, no, it's gonna be. I got a new one recently, so I'm gonna put that one on. If I can get it off the hat rack. Thankfully, it is a lovely felt. Oh, it's supposed to have this somewhere. So let me stick this in here too. They forgot the pin when they first sent it to me. And then they sent me a whole second package just to send the pin, which was very nice of them. And I hadn't even noticed that they missed it, but this is, I was testing this hat out initially because I wanted to see if it would work to like put a patch on. And definitely it's tall enough. I don't know if it's gonna be this hat or if I'm gonna get a different color, but thank you for redeeming a hat trick. And here goes. Whoops. It almost didn't make it onto my head. And it feels very Munchkin Village when I see it on screen. It's a conductor's hat. Woo! Thank you for redeeming a hat trick. That's all there is to it. It is a high hat. It is, yeah. I don't have any top hats right now, and I don't have a fedora right now. They would also be tall. Also, my wizard's hat is tall. But yeah, I like it. But yeah, thank you for the redemption. I like to do the hat trick, and just change my hats, but they don't get redeemed a lot, so. All right, game. Also, I installed one of Steven's transitions, and I love it. I love it. All right, Jimmy wants me to let him out. They are very good, yes. And I love, he included information about the correct timings to put in. And that was super helpful. Oh, I should talk to people, shouldn't I? Oh dear. I'm just gonna yeah, we need that. One of the major issues in this game is the Disqueaquy. So you see a short, scowling, black-haired, drunken, indigenous man. Oh, a wise man, eh? I will not be imitating the Three Stooges, who this tribe is based on. They are the only Polynesian-styled characters in the game, but they're dressed as Polynesian and are modeled after the Three Stooges. I asked him his name. He whacks you with a wooden spoon. Chaffblum did not tell you to speak. Now Chaffblum will never tell you his name. It was a choice, for sure. And it was clear from the manual that the Disqueaquy were bad. The others, like, they're an outlier. The others all seem pretty respectably done. This one is definitely played for humor, and I would prefer they had not. So, but it is part of the game, and I'm going to get through as quickly as I can. Let's see. He thinks about that for a moment and tries to figure out what went wrong and scowls. All right, fine. Your job, which you told me. Chaffblum is father of Guoblum, and Chaffblum is a lizard wrestler. Two jobs very much same. Sure. I may have distracted myself from what I was doing that had distracted me from what I was doing. It's okay. Oh gosh. Really? Honestly. Really? No, he is not. Chaffblum is chief of Disqueaquy tribe. Shut up. Chaffblum did not ask you. I'm not doing Three Stooges voices. No. He whacks the shaman with his wooden spoon. Chaffblum is modest lizard wrestler. Daddy Chaffblum is greatest chief in all the valley. His scowl grows deeper. Chaffblum has never seen that woman before in his life. Oh dear. Chaffblum knows nothing of tribes, especially this one. Stupid name, Jimmy Malone. Skinny stranger. Jimmy Malone now in prison hut here in village. He looks around for the prison hut, but his eyes refuse to focus that far, so he gives up. Disqueaquy feed him up, so he will be fit mate for daughter Guoblum. Uh-huh. Let's see. There's one thing I want in this interaction, which is, I'm trying to remember the keyword. Unite. I'm going to ask about uniting the clans, or the tribes. You want to make an alliance with Disqueaquy and other tribes? Keep other tribes from attacking Disqueaquy all the time? Yes, we will gladly join alliance. Wait, must always strike bargain first. Traditional way. Demand test of virtue, test of bravery, test of skill. Larry Finn is right. I'm sorry, Larry Finn? Yeah, that is not spectacular. Also, give me 1 second. I'm not even gonna do it. I just need to close the door. Bye. I had the door open because it stays cooler in here with the door open, but Philip just got back, so. Larry Finn is right. Cannot join alliance until you pass 3 tests. He gives you a close look and turns back to Larry Finn. 2 tests. This one never passed test of virtue. True. 2 tests enough. Bravery and skill. First test, bravery. Okay, let me... hello, notes. Main quest. Subquest. Disqueaquee. Pass 2 tests. Test of bravery. Test of skill. I hope it's not skill at typing, because that didn't go well. He pulls up a big jug of a clotted white liquid called Placha. You must sample its smooth and delicate flavor. Even from here, it smells like a paper mill having an early morning belching duel with a stockyard. That is certainly some smell. Time to test bravery. Brave enough to drink it? Do you drink from the jug of Placha? Well, it's not a test of intelligence. Yes. Hi, Puddleglum. How are you today, Puddleglum? Lifting the jug to your lips, you gamely swallow some of the harsh liquid. A cheer goes up from the crowd. You shudder as the toxic goo crawls down your throat. For a moment, you can't remember your name. Your legs and mouth go numb. Your eyes snap open and won't shut. You feel something like steam whistling out your ears and nose. Then you can't see anything. You hear Chaffblum's voice. Good Placha today. But your sight does return. What would be good test of skill? Marrying Goblum. I have no idea how to say this name. Goblum. No, that is another test of bravery. Goblum throws a double handful of fruit at the other woman. Wait, I know. This man must put Noisemaker on Sharptooth. Is that not also a test of bravery? Uh-huh. Okay. The crowd cheers. There is Big Lizard here. Usually southeast of village. We call it Sharptooth. Stands tall like hut. Eats disqueaquee warriors. Wanders around staggering afterwards. But always comes back for more. Oh, game, why? Like, why? The game has been great, but I'm not fond of this characterization. Southeast of village. Okay. Staggering around because they're always drunk. All right, for test of skill, must put Noisemaker on Sharptooth so disqueaquee warriors can hear Sharptooth coming. Father, that would be stupid. If we hear Sharptooth coming, we might become frightened and run away. Ignore her. He whacks her with a spoon. Larryfin, give him the Noisemaker. The shaman hands you a large copper bell, rather like a cowbell. Put that on Sharptooth. Then we join alliance. Woebloom begins sniffling. Nice man will be all eaten up. Only a great warrior could hold Sharptooth. Still to put Noisemaker on it. Daughter is right. Aocon is one dead warrior. Too bad. Spear of Shamop. Spear of Shamop. Good idea. Shamop was strange member of Disquiqui. They're referring to Shemp. Not like the rest of us, liked to pull teeth out of big lizards. Shamop would put big skin of placha on point of spear and hit lizard with it. Lizard would fall down. Not surprising, so would Chaffblum. Here is more placha for spear of Shamop. Don't use it before you make spear. I have a spear. Sharptooth is big lizard. Bigger lizard even than Larafin over there. Larafin heard that. Sharptooth lives southeast of village most of the time. Eats Disquiqui warriors and sleeps it off rest of the time. Great. Yeah. All right. Good. Riddance is good. Okay. Well, we know what quest we have to do in order to get that portion of the game done. And honestly, the less time spent in this village, the better. So Chaffblum is Mo, right? And no, well, wait, and okay. Larry, Mo, Curly, and Shemp. I don't know which is which. I would assume Larafin is Larry, but I don't know. You see a balding, curly-haired, wide-eyed shaman. What? He's still sawing his two sticks together. We know the name. Who is asking? He sneers. Tell our visitor your name, or Chaffblum will hit you so hard, your hair will be straight. Oh, that is different. I am Larafin. I mean, there's no need to make anything straight. Job. Larafin is shaman of whole tribe. Larafin is famous healer. Yes, Larafin is great healer. He looks nervous. Does one here need healing? Yes. Oh. He looks uncomfortable. Then Larafin must heal. He puts down his sticks. He pats around his fur garments, then brightens up. Larafin does not have his spirit tokens. Cannot heal, sorry. Larafin does not even know how to heal. Larafin is rotten shaman. Liar. That woman was withered crone until Larafin healed her. Larafin has that backwards. Larafin gets his hands on a woman. She turns into a withered crone. Oh, she will be sorry next time she has a splinter. No one can take out a splinter as Larafin can. This is Disquiqui, happiest tribe. They certainly haven't seemed happy. All right, we got some fish. I mean, they've got all the various supplies. I don't really need any of them. Everybody's asleep. So supposedly this door is locked somehow, right? Oh. Hey. I will take that. Aw, I can't because it's too heavy. Yeah, it's too heavy. I have the cowbell. Gems. Jade necklace. Tooth necklace. Orchid. This is where all my weight is, isn't it? 10 berries. It's all the turnips. I'm guessing the turnips are what weighs so much. I already have a totem of a Faz. Never mind. I don't need it anyway. I am excellent at this game. You see a lanky, sharp-eyed man in his mid-20s. Okay, let's see. How does Mid-Atlantic go? You know, if you've given up on Aila, I'd sure like to go after her myself. No. Hey, pal. I know a lot, but I can't help you with that. Ask Professor Rafkin. He knows everything. Sure. Jimmy, I know your name, but name. Too much action? Muddle your brains, Mr. Adventurer? Jimmy Malone. He scribbles something in his notebook. Job. I'm a reporter, see? For the local paper. And I also do pieces for Ultimate Adventures magazine. One of my first will be a modern man among the natives piece about the Disqueequee. Sounds like you've heard some interesting stuff out there. Fill me in. Jimmy scribbles furiously in his notebook as you spend several minutes telling him what you've learned about uniting the tribes. Thanks, boss. This'll make great reading back home. Let me run this back to you to make sure I've got it. Aileron of the Kurax wants you to rescue his daughter, Aila, from Darden the Huge. And don't pretend that you don't have some more personal motivation for that mission, Aakon, old pal. Apaton, who's the chief of the Yolaru, says that he's tired of the dinosaurs chewing on his people. So he wants 10 Nuatla-made swords for his warriors. Should be a cinch. Chafflum, who's the drunkard chief of the Disqueequees, wants me to marry his daughter, Gwoblum, which isn't going to happen. But he'll be your friend if you just hang a bell round the neck of the T-Rex, which tends to gobble up his tribesmen. That's the list, boss. Jimmy flips his notebook shut. I see. People last week told me that there was going to be a quest tracker of sorts, and apparently talking to Jimmy is the quest tracker. Elixir, thank you for the redeems. I will stretch. I mean, that's this game, Irv. It definitely has what are intended to be more humorous elements than the main line Ultima games. Puddleglum, there are. The game is based on or took inspiration from Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's The Lost World, as well as a pulp, like a pulp detective magazine. I can't remember the title of it. It's in one of the informational commands about the game. I don't remember if it's in historical games or if it's in the pulp magazine character Doc Savage. Not one I was familiar with, but if you think like Dick Tracy, it's sort of it's a mixed vibe of like see, I'm also not very familiar with Conan Doyle's The Lost World. So for me, it's like a mix between Journey to the Center of the Earth and Dick Tracy. Which but most of it's been okay. It's not the Disqueaquy are particularly bad. Let's see. Ultimate Adventures Magazine, a true adventure rag I do occasional articles for. I'll have to do a piece on this place, and on you too. You'll have to tell me your life story sometime. No. It's from 1990. Can't say I'm surprised about the choices made, but hopefully the developers wouldn't make those same choices again if they made the game again today. Yeah. I mean, they, in the credits for the game, they had a PhD that was helping them on cultural aspects of the indigenous tribes that are represented throughout the game, which is why the Disqueaquy seem particularly egregious to me, because the others are not like that. The others seem to have at least a little bit of historic accuracy to them. And then it's explained that because they've been in this isolated valley for so long, there are certain aspects of the culture that are shared between all the tribes because they've been interacting. But they've got South American tribes, and they've got African tribes, and they've got North American tribes, and Asian tribes, and then of course they have Neanderthals and walking, talking lizard people, and the big enemy in the game, which is the Myrmideks, which are intelligent ants. And so most of the tribes seem to have relied upon the research and the information provided by the PhD who's in the credits. The Disqueaquy are the only Polynesians represented in the game, and they are based on the Three Stooges, which just makes me mad. Oh gosh, Irvin. It is indeed a product of its time. You just happen to get here at a part that is particularly aggravating to me. Let's see. Oh, those Disqueaquy natives. Feed you fermented coconut milk all the time. He shudders. Chafflum's the chief. Gwoblum's his daughter. Somehow, I was going for Mid-Atlantic and I ended up more Kennedy. Today. I don't know. All right. So far, I haven't needed to take too many notes on what he's got to say. Chafflum, king of the Disqueaquy tribe. One grumpy, evil-tempered... evil-tempered? One grumpy, evil-tempered son of a gun has a face like a washboard somebody's taken a hammer to. I know, Puddle. He's not. Gwoblum. She's the Disqueaquy princess, Chafflum's daughter. Looks like a statue of Buddha. They want to marry me to her. He shivers. Hey, I'm already with you. I mean, we read the manual, and he had lots of information in the manual. Oh, he's got a camera. And he's got his trusty little note. Maybe through some time travel shenanigans caused by Minax, the Three Stooges are based on the Disqueaquy. Possibly Phoenix. You know what, Jimmy? You don't exactly look like Cary Grant yourself. That is true. Okay. We could hang around until daytime and like talk to people, but most everybody is asleep. Jimmy doesn't have any weapons. What is his combat set to? Close combat. I could give him a knife. I have a knife. Yeah, let's do that. Oops. There. Jimmy has a knife. Save the game. I'm gonna get out of this village. At some point we need to go southeast of the village. Just check. Glance inside. What's that? Oh, a Deinonychus skull. A soft clay pot. Mine. Ah! Sorry, my inventory was full. That was my reaction to my inventory being full. You know what, Jimmy? You can carry some turnips. That's what you can do for me. Move the turnips to Jimmy. What was this again? Berries. They're not fermented berries, so I should be fine. Okay. Give me the clay pot. Yes. Can we use turnips in the stock market? Like in not as far as I'm aware. Ooh, a leather shield. I have one for me. Who else might want one? Jimmy might want one. Yo, Jimmy, go grab that leather shield. And there's no, but most of the Ultima games at this point in the series, stealing is not something you want to do. In this game, none of the tribes have a concept of personal property. So you're just allowed to take whatever you want. Jimmy might want a leather shield, but we don't always get what we want. Well, he now has a leather shield and an obsidian knife, which is good because I wasn't able to skin the dinosaur with the metal knife. But you can skin the dinosaurs with the obsidian knife. So yes, and the turnips. They gave me, I thought they said that they were giving, maybe it didn't. That's, I need the planchette. It's too heavy. I didn't get it because it was too heavy. All right, somebody take this pot. Yes, I said that word. I think I need to just not have the bow. Can I get the plancha now? In Ultima 6, you could look at things and it would tell you how heavy they were, so you knew what you needed to move around. This game doesn't tell you how heavy anything is. Yeah, oopsie. That's not exactly what I meant, but are you just a villager? Oh God, really? You see a bleary-eyed, drunken-looking and smelling native. Oh, another hick visitor. Like, Moktapokal. Hi. I refuse. I utterly refuse to do any of this tribe in character. Out of protest, because just, it was wrong then, it's wrong now. talk to Pickle? Oh, yes, that sad Nwatla king. He's always sitting around in the village, moaning about his exile or something. He's so fun. All right. Well, we'll have to find him during the daytime sometime because he wasn't sitting around moaning when we. All right, what's your name, person? My name is Charpo. At least it was this morning. No, I will not read it with the slur, the slurred speech. Charpo doesn't have a job. Charpo looks puzzled, trying to figure out what a job is. This is the Disquiqui tribe. Our chief is Chaffbloom, and our shaman is Larafin. Disquiqui are the greatest of the tribes. We make war on no one, but we do have a prisoner. Charpo doesn't know how we got a prisoner without making war, but we did. Its name is Jim Me. Uoglum's mate-to-be has a name like that. Skinny, noisy warrior from far away. Skinny? Skinny, why I oughta... Oh, there Jimmy is. All right. So that's what the generic villagers of this location are like. Oh boy. Yeah, let's get out. Hey, what are you? It's a stalk of corn. Supposedly somewhere south. Oh, morning is coming. Somewhere southeast of the village is where we would find our friend Sharptooth, right? Not that we necessarily have to do that right now. But I am carrying the bell and the placha. Oh. I wonder. I was supposed to use the placha to attract it, right? So would I just use it on my spear? Cue Jurassic Park theme. Yeah, I'm trying to get it. I should also probably like save before trying to attract a T-Rex to myself. That might be a thing to do, right? How close to the village, I wonder? Like, is this a good location? Let's save. Use on spear. Ready. Spear of Shemap. Excellent. I mean, putting a lure on the spear, that seems reasonable. Just, you know, they named it very, very much named it to reference Shemp. The fourth of the Three Stooges. Just like the Three Musketeers, there were four. I am southeast. Hello, Tyrannosaurus Rex. Where are you? Ah, I see Sharptooth. Sharptooth seems to be sleeping. Use bell on... Use bell. No effect! Apparently, I have done something incorrectly. Overcome by your wounds, you fall unconscious. You awaken in Tanya's hut, feeling restored. You hear something to the southwest. Explain, please? It was asleep, so I went to put the bell on. Maybe I have to... Maybe I need to use this spear? I'm going to actually restore, because it gets rid of some travel time. Now that I know a general area of where we need to go. Larry, Curly, Moe, and Shemp. Wait. No, that's the Three Stooges. What about the Marx Brothers? Who were the Marx Brothers? I honestly can't think of any of their names. When I think of the name Marx, the only thing that came to mind was Carl. Groucho, Chico, and Harpo. Thank you. Okay. Let's try this. Use Boccia on spear. Use... Not possible. Use bell. Happen. You put the bell on the dinosaur's neck. Well, let's go back and maybe we won't ever have to go into this village again. Because we did the thing they wanted us to do. Plus it's daytime and we can talk to the other people. Mermaid jeans. Hello? I should wait a couple seconds because they could be getting like ad. Because I definitely have not run ads to make ads not happen. But we should definitely do a shout out for Mermaid Jeans. Underwater Mermaid, hello, welcome. It is great to have you joining us. How was your stream? What were you up to? There were actually 6 Marx Brothers according to Wiki. Chico, Harpo, Groucho, Gummo, and Zeppo, and Manny. Amazing. Yes, you should follow Mermaid Jeans, a wonderful, fun person who you should definitely check out. I don't know what you were up to today, so, and yeah. Hi, I'm Rogan, and this is Retro Roguery, and I am currently playing a non-main series title in the Ultima games series. We started way back like 2.5 years ago with Ultima 1. And I've played through 1 through 6. And actually, I just realized I didn't mark my death. And we've been playing them in release order. So after 6, this was the next game released. And it is a lost valley filled with small tribes of various indigenous cultures and dinosaurs. And we're trying to help them because they're being attacked by a tribe of intelligent ants. It's a good game so far, if somewhat problematic in certain aspects. But thank you so much for the raid. It is great to have you joining. And Detective Zen, hello. Welcome back for 12 months of roguery. It's great to have you joining, and congrats on a year. Thank you very much for that. Yeah. Okay, let's brace yourself. This is the conversation I'm about to initiate is happening with the most problematic and worst represented indigenous tribe in the game. It is the only Polynesian tribe, and it is modeled after the Three Stooges, rather than after any actual Polynesian tribal cultures. Just trying to get them out of the way so that I don't have to interact with them anymore. It took you 12 months to earn it. All right, chieftain. Oh, you again. All the time. I'm not doing voices. I'm not doing any acting for this tribe. No. All the time I was locked up by these Disqueequee, I had the weird feeling I'd seen this guy somewhere before. I am confused. Why would the chieftain have said that to me? You're the chieftain of the Disqueequee. I'm so confused. I put a bell on your dinosaur. I put a bell on your dinosaur. Aokon did well. Can hear Sharptooth in plenty of time to run away. We'll join Aokon's Union of the Tribes when the time comes. Yes. All right, bye. Good riddance is right. I don't want to talk to you either. But that is... Honestly, that is the first accomplished of our main quest subquests. Riddance is indeed good, yes. But there's supposed to be an Awatla here somewhere. I don't want to, but I will, just to make sure there's nothing I need to... Oh, golly, really? You see an intoxicated, large, friendly woman. Oh, handsome man, perhaps he will stay with us. She gives you a flirtatious look over the rim of the bowl she is drinking from. The Disqueequee need more good, strong men among us. She indicates herself, Gwoblum. She pronounces it Gwoblum. Okay. Finally, I have a pronunciation. Job. She has to think about that. Then she brightens up. Drinking pulque. Gwoblum also dances. Gwoblum is Chief's daughter. Gwoblum will soon be bride of Jimmy Malone. Not if Jimmy has anything to say about it, but, I mean, just because your tribe doesn't like you doesn't mean you're not a great person. Maybe you just don't fit in. What is cease and desist in this tribe's language? I mean, you could do better than Jimmy Malone. Yeah. I mean, she could do better than anybody in this tribe, honestly. All right, we've got a couple of keywords here. Pulque, which is the first time that that's been mentioned. I mean, honestly, why should she change? Like, they put her down all the time. I'd say she's amazing for, like, she's super friendly and outgoing. And for the amount of abuse she takes, that is remarkable. Pulque, she offers you a sip from her bowl. Pulque is very, 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 very good. It smells like celery that has been out in the sun for a few days too many. Do you drink it? Yes. The taste of the stuff jolts through you, clears your sinuses, burns your throat, causes ringing in your ears, and brings tears to your eyes. and it tastes like celery that has been out in the sun for a few days too many. Gwoblum smiles sweetly. Very mild batch. Ask Gwoblum's father for the good stuff. Okay. Jimmy Malone? Gwoblum knows the name of Jimmy Malone. Jimmy Malone will soon be Gwoblum's mate. We will be wed when this celebration ends. Jimmy speaks up, whispering, Lucky for me, celebrations never end around here. Gwoblum smiles sweetly. Gwoblum heard that, mate-to-be Jimmy. Chafflum will call a halt in celebration when Gwoblum is ready to marry Jimmy. Hey, that works great for her. She has a fiancé, which stops the village from trying to pair her up with anybody else. And until she says she's ready to marry, she just has a fiancé. Sounds great. She's got it all figured out, yeah. Let's see. I know that there's supposed to be a Nahuatl here somewhere. Is that a branch? It is a tree branch. I need it. Very Penelope undoing the tapestry energy, and I'm here for it. Are you referencing the movie Penelope? It's been a little while since I saw it. And so I'm trying to remember if that was a scene in that movie. Ooh, a cloth strip. I will take that. A digging stick? What is a digging stick? I mean, presumably a stick that you dig with. What makes it a digging stick? Ooh, somebody in this party needs a club. Club might be better for Jimmy. Or could be... Yeah, we'll have Jimmy take the club. Down the knife. Use the club. You could do better than Jimmy Malone. Sounds like a rom-com. That would be... I also think that would be a fun RPG. Ooh, bamboo pole! The Odyssey. Oh, okay. Odysseus' wife is like, oh yeah, I'll marry one of these suitors since my husband hasn't come back from the war yet, but first I gotta finish. Yes. Oh gosh. Wow. It has been quite a long time since I have thought about the Odyssey. So that went very far past me. Shield. Bamboo pole. Oh, a hard clay pot. Could make a grenade with that. I just don't have any carrying capacity. What is this? Ah, fine. Supposedly there is a Nahuatl, a Nahuatl person here somewhere. It's a woman. I'm guessing you're generic woman. Yes, you are, and I am not. Nope. Thanks. Bye. He's a ladle. What I thought it was. All right. You're just another generic woman, and you're... Yep. Where is this Nahuatl? Apparently, they've just got villagers everywhere. Which, I mean, it's a village, so... But none of them are the people I'm looking for. You. You look like you're dressed differently. Yeah. Talk. You see a hard-eyed man in Aztec-like clothes. You can't find the village people? Nope, I could not find the village people. All right, Moctopodle. Let's find out about you. Beware, stranger. If you mean me harm, I am a mighty fighter. Check the YMCA. Or the Navy, possibly. Name. My name is Moctopodle. Job. I am the true king of the Nahuatl. Nahuatla. The true king of the Nahuatla. Sure you are. Okay, so I wonder. So in Ultima 6, there was a character who stopped us every time we walked through Britannia, or every time we walked through Britain, and claimed to be the true king and claimed that Lord British sitting on the throne wasn't actually the king. And he was just an annoying person who was lying to us to try and get money from us. And every time you walked through town, every single time. So we sought this person out. And I suspect this situation is slightly different, but that's what it made me think of. He gestures around himself. This does not seem much like the trappings of a king, I admit. I am in exile. Well, first tell me about... I belong to the Nahuatl race, far more civilized than all the others in the valley. Are you sure about that? Because they all seem to have established cultures of their own, which I would say constitutes civilization. If you go west, you might also find the pet shop, boys. What if I walk 500 miles and then walk 500 more? Welcome back, Shadows. Okay, fighter. I am a fighter of fame and prowess. I have fought the warlike Yolaru and Kurak tribes and the deadly Myrmidex. I already forgot what we started out trying to do today on stream. Oh, we were looking for the lab. That's what it was. And then I found the transport network instead. My cousin by marriage. Oh dear. Huitlapochtli has usurped my throne. He was made invulnerable to harm by a most foreign shaman whose name is Zipactriol. Zipactriotl. They're not actually hard to say. It's just hard to figure. Like, I'm not used to this arrangement of letters, so it doesn't immediately click. Huitlapochtli. And Zipactriotl. Zipactriotl. And I can't do the TH. or the TL the way that it's supposed to be. It's like a sound, and it just doesn't. I can't. The patriotal, the patriotal. I can't do it. I suspect that's something that you have to have grown up doing, or that you need a lot of practice on. And I didn't grow up doing it and haven't had a lot of practice on it. So there's a man who walked 1,000 miles who just fell down at your door. Exactly, Detective Zen. I will never not hear Kurak tribe as Korok tribe. And I wonder what the little leaf people ever did to anyone else. Yeah, same, Puddle Glove. Same. Okay. So the shaman helped your cousin usurp the throne. Got it. Oh, that was exile. Let's see. I am one of the Nawatla people. See, that should be Nawathla. Something like that. And I would need practice. Our city is called Titchtikatl. It is a great city, all made of stone. Which is why they claim to be more civilized, because nobody else here has stone technology yet. There are many other tribes in the valley: Barab, Disquiqui, Hakur, Jukari, Kurak, Pindiro, Sahra, Yolaru, and Urali. Which do you wish to learn of? Well, first tell me about, since you're here, the Disquiqui. With a sigh, he gestures around him. These foolish people are the Disquiqui. They have been kind enough to shelter me during my exile. If they collected all the Korok seeds, they know what they did. Let's see. Yolaru. Dark-skinned, fierce fighters, the Yolaru, live north of Titchtikatl. Yeah, you're just gonna give me directions. To the far west, near the Barab, are the Sakra. They are reptile men and fierce fighters. See, I didn't have directions on how to find them. Far west, near the Barab. Oh, well, you might want to tell me about the Barab then, because I don't have directions on them either. Out to the west, through a narrow defile, are the Barab, dwellers in the clouds atop a high mesa. To the west, through a narrow defile, atop a mesa. I forgot. Let's see. Barab, Disquiqui, Hakur. Haakur. Ugly and slow, but very strong, the Hakur live to the southeast, near the Jukari. The Hakur are supposed to be Neanderthals, so. Southeast, near the Jukari. Waves. Hi, Mesa. Oh, call me shadows. southeast, in the land of the volcanoes, are the Jukari, who are stupid enough to live among the mountains that spit lava. Well, tell me what you really think of them. I suppose we should ask about the Pandiro. I already know where the Urali are, but... I mean, I know where they all are because I have a map, but... North, in the distance, are the Pandiro and the Barako. I do not know much of them. We'll ask. Let's see. Somewhere east are the Urali. I do not know where they live. For centuries, they have kept themselves apart. Recently, a new chief has sent them out against the Nawala. They may turn out to be a worthwhile enemy. Okay, good. Thank you for your information about the other tribes. Tell me about the Myrmidex. The Myrmidex. Yes, they are fierce. No single tribe can stand against them, and no one, not even I, can seem to unite the tribes against them. Hey, I've already got commitment from one and missions from two others. All right. Oh, what order do I want to do these in? I'm going to say unite. You wish to try to unite the tribes? I, Maktapodl, do not think even I could do it. He gives you a long appraising look. Perhaps you might succeed where others could not. You are strange, alien. The lesser tribes might not suspect you of favoring one tribe above others, as any other chief would. I would be willing to help you, but I am not in command of my own warriors. Huitlapakti is. Huitlapakti is protected by a magical glow given him by Zipaktriol. And while he possesses it, I cannot defeat him. Words. Names, honestly. Huitlapakti. You're a weirdo. You might just pull it off. Also, like, that's the main quest that we're already on, so... if you can deprive him of his glow, and then drive Huitlapakti from the city, I will gladly aid you in your mission to unite the tribes. You want me to deprive him of his glow? You want me to cockblock him? Sorry. I read it and I was like, deprive him of his glow. The glow of after sex? I would have to stop him from having sex with the shaman then. Because we're all 13 on the internet. Jimmy whips out his notebook. Now we're meddling in foreign politics. You know, boss, you ought to be working for the government. But I've got it written down in my notebook. All right, now we'll ask about these names. Zipaktriotl. Zipaktriotl came from nowhere, surrounded by a glow which no weapon could pierce. He gave a similar glow to Huitlapakti, and suddenly no warrior, not even I, could harm Huitlapakti. Between them, Zipaktriotl and Huitlapakti captured the old shaman Watapak and nearly captured me. I escaped. Ah, okay. Yeah. They have some sort of technology shields, I think. Which also, like, the Ultima series itself is multiversal. And in Ultima 1 and 2, I think it was 1 and 2. Might have been 1 and 3. In 2 of the first 3 games, it was swords and sorcery type D&D type adventuring. But to beat the game, you had to get into a starship and launch into space. And the best weapons in the game by the end were laser pistols, and you had like the best armor was like a spacesuit, and yeah. So if it's tech in this ancient place, is it a shield of tomorrow? Shadows, you deserve points for that for sure. Imposter shaman. Oh wait, no, original shaman. See? I don't know if anybody's around to give the points though. I can do it in a minute. Hey, there we go. Thanks, Elixir. And so I stay here among the Disquiqui and hope to find some way of regaining my throne. Oh, it's a sad lot. All right, so Wheat La Pacti. Also, I need to type this one more time. OAX TEPAC. Oat pack. What happened to the X? Thought I typed it. Huitlapakti. I got points when Shadows should have. Oh no! Huitlapakti is a madman. He kills and kills. And there is nothing I or anyone can do to stop him. Okay. Oh, we already asked about them. Now you have the point. Wahaha. OAX TEPAC. Autopak was shaman in the city, but Zepactriotl imprisoned him. I suspect that Autopak knows something of Zepactriotl's origin and powers. Autopak started to say something about that before he was captured, and I was forced to flee. Okay, so let's see. We need to. Oh, I guess we weren't formally given a quest, but I believe as the subquest for the Unite All Tribes quest, we need to return Moctopodle to the throne. And under that is find Odapak. See, I'm not sure how to say it, but the X would have an H sound, but an H before a T, I read as just silent. To learn about Zepactriotl and I have no idea if I typed that name right or not. Huitlapochtli. I was close. Despite my inability to correctly work, I do know it's 6:18 and end of stream is near. Words are heard, yes. And you thought English was confusing. I mean, I've read enough like fiction that was Aztec inspired that these name constructions are not completely unfamiliar to me. I also, in college, when I was an art history major, did some art history classes that focused on Aztec art. So like these constructions aren't completely unfamiliar, but I never had to say them out loud. So that's the struggle is like, I've never had to say these out loud, and they're not easy to say out loud. Goodbye. May the spirits protect you. Samiversary is still going? I thought it was done. Delevely went offline. Because I had it on my iPad so I could look at the how much. Yeah, I don't show Sam as live. So we'll probably end up going over to Bree. 7K. Yeah, did they end at the $6,999.69? Because that was the last number I had seen, which was amazing. Sam did a charity, 2 back-to-back TTRPG games while raising money for Rainbow Railroad for their streamiversary, and amazing. Just amazing. It definitely was effective. I just want to get back to the transport network, which is across the river, up the ladder, and here. Transporter. Which we were in the middle of mapping when I found the Disqueaquy village and was like, okay, I need to add Jimmy Malone to my party. And then never go back to the Disqueaquy again. Because I would prefer they weren't in the game. All right. The next transport pad is F, isn't it? I want to glance. I won't be taking that. Oh, I should save. Where did I think this was going to take me? The Barab? And there's not that many places that it could be if it's taking me to the Barab. Just quickly slip away from them. Yes, Detective Zen. She was up on a ledge that I can't reach at the moment, but I just want to know where I am. So, you see a somewhat Asian-looking native in heavy furs. Speak. This one will listen. This one's name is Yami. Uh-huh. Job. Yami hunts and gathers for the Barab tribe, dwellers of the Mesa. I was right. Not mean. Mesa. That means teleporter F is west of the Barab. Yami belongs to the Barab tribe, dwellers on the Mesa. Our chief is Balakai, and Nakai is our prince. The Barabs are enemies of the Sakra. Oh, that's a lot more information than I really have time for right now. Balakai. Nakai. Sakk. No. Sakkhra. Those are the keywords. But I also need to enter these two as names of people that I will speak to later. Taking so many notes. There. We're close. I have to ask the questions. Mesa. There are 3 mesas in the western parts of the valley. One is the mesa of the Barab, where this one lives. North of our village is the lesser mesa, where no one lives and little grows. Further north is the Great Mesa, largest of the 3, where only beasts and plants live. Balakai is chief of the Barab and shaman. Balakai's wisdom is great. And shaman. Nakai. I don't know why I was giving her the same voice as. Anyway. Nakai is son of the chieftain Balakai. Nakai is sorely ill. Nakai may soon die of illness. I wonder what our quest will be. Ill and may soon die. That's a great mesa. Oh, I need Sakkhra. Ah, Sakra. Lizards in the shape of men. Fierce warriors indeed. Sakra and Barab have been enemies for many generations. Sakra dwell in caves west of the Great Mesa. Once they dwelt further north. Yami does not know why the Sakra left their ancient caves for their new dwellings. I think we already knew where they were. Yeah. Great. Thank you. Bye. Bye-bye now. Yami bids farewell. Nice. All right. Teleport back. Save game. Just gonna cross my fingers and hope that this takes me where I think it's gonna take me, and quickly. Okay, we're surrounded by mesas. I presume that I will go north to see where we are. Ha! Yes, it's the Sakra. I bet. Unless it's the Myrmidex. Hello, hammer. Two-handed hammer. Too heavy. It's too heavy. Triolo. How's your weight? Ugh. Grafkin, maybe. Two-handed hammer. Stop. Hammer time. Yes. I was right. I was right. I'm not going to talk to them right now. I just had to check and see if I had figured out the transport network and where all of the locations that it led to were. And I had, because this is south of the Sakra. So the Pindiro, the teleporter up by the Pindiro is the one that's broken. Hammer B. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? Amazing. Also, points for you both. All right, we're gonna just hop on back to the transport network. And I will save there, and that's where we'll end. Because I have a central hub now. You can hop to basically anywhere. Just by hopping on one of these blue squares. I have no idea where in the world this is located. What? Does it matter? Save game. Well. Apparently we swallowed the frog today. I'm not sure if you all are familiar with the concept of swallowing the frog. It's this idea that doesn't work, at least not for ADHD brains. This idea that if you've got a task to do that you particularly do not want to do, do it first to get it out of the way. That does not work for me. But we swallowed the frog today by dealing with the Disqueaquy, and we never have to go back there. Did I do it right? Yeah. Okay, success. Thank you everybody for joining me today. Thank you to RTE Studios and Mermaid Jeans for the raids. I hope that it was fun if you stuck around. But regardless, I really do appreciate the raids. Thank you, Detective Zen and Leia Sky and Elixir for the resubscriptions. Some people are hitting a year or 2 years. Elixir hit 2.5 years. Yeah, it's hard to believe that I've been doing this for that long, but it's been great. I love it. Of course, thank you to my mods for joining. Thank you everybody who popped on by and hung out. Hopefully it was interesting. I enjoy playing the retro games on Saturday. I'm glad I don't only play retro games because I would get bored with them, but I am enjoying it quite a lot. I should be back tomorrow at 1 for Mass Effect Andromeda, and then Monday night at 7 Eastern for more Outer Wilds. The archive stream on Wednesdays is on hiatus for a month until the end of July. The last Wednesday in July, it will be back. This is not a Geek and Sundry hiatus. It's just a pause while I work on my dossier to try and justify why I should have a job. Because I'm up for our version of tenure, and if I don't get it, then I have to look for a job. So dossier is important, and I needed to free up some time. Anyway, it will return, but for now, just games. So yeah, we're gonna raid over to Bree. Let me go ahead and put that in. It says that Bree is playing Metroid Other M. So it looks like another Metroid game happening. Yeah, thank you so much for joining. I do have a raid call if you want to drop it when we get over there. You can copy and paste. It comes in subscriber and non-subscriber varieties. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope I see you again soon. And until I do, get out there and do some shenanigans.